Will the Carolina Panthers be able to withstand the injury bug? What's going on, Panther Nation? It's your boy LCameraTV here, man. And I've been working on something for a little while now, but I finally got it in place. I got my affiliate link for NFL shops, so you can cop all your NFL gear on my page. The link is in the description below, man. I know y'all want your Carolina Panther jerseys, hats, mugs, all types of cool stuff. You know, I got a Cam Newton jersey. I'm trying to get a Christian McCaffrey and a Luke Kuechly, you know what I'm saying? I got offense. I definitely need defense, man. So any NFL fan or Panther fan that wants some NFL gear, come to my affiliate link, cop some jerseys, cop some mugs, cop some stuff, man. Make sure you represent the Carolina Panthers when they're in London and wherever else, man. And thank y'all for showing love and tuning in. Definitely cop some gear. If y'all don't want the L camera, you might as well get the Carolina. Yo! Welcome to LCameraTV. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share the show with things like Facebook and Reddit and Instagram and Roman.com and wherever else. And guys, we got a lot to talk about, man. A certain left tackle that has been balling has been in the concussion protocol, so we got to talk about that. Another receiver has been rolled IR, so definitely got to talk about that. And I got to ask, man, can the Panthers hold up? So we got a lot of things to talk about today, guys, so let's get started. So the first thing I want to talk about is Greg Little, man. Now, mind y'all, Greg Little is in the concussion protocol again, which, to be honest with you, I'm going to be honest with you guys, man. I am starting to get annoyed with the concussion protocol. The only reason I'm saying that is because I think they're being a little over precautious. You know what I'm saying? I feel like guys go into concussion protocol so often now, and they're out for weeks on end because of the whole concussion. Now, mind you, obviously, it is a mental thing. Can't, you know what I'm saying? We can't say when it's healthy, when it's not healthy, and all that stuff. And I don't know the tests they do to decide if you have a concussion or not. But it's like, man, these guys go in the concussion program. It's worse than freaking actual injuries. Like, they be in the concussion protocol for weeks, man. So hopefully that's not the case in this situation. But I don't know, man. If Greg Little cannot play against Houston or against the Jaguars, that's a very bad thing for us because he played so well against Houston. Pro Football Focus gave him an 89.3 whatever percent grade on Pro Football Focus for the Houston game. They said he didn't even allow a sack. I screenshotted and put on a post on my YouTube channel, basically the percentage or whatever they get Pro Football Focus gave him. And be honest with you, they say it was a major upgrade over derail Williams. A major upgrade, which is to be expected because in Ole Miss he was a very good left tackle, and now he's being pretty good left tackle. And I think he's only going to get better from there. So Greg Little was integral in us having success. You know what I'm saying? Now he might be gone. So you have to move Darrell Williams back to left tackle. And we got to hope that Trey Turner is, healthy enough to play there, or Dennis Daly's going in. You know what I'm saying? So the whole O-line depth situation, I mean, I'm glad that we got two O-linemen, whatever, from the draft because we need depth. But the thing is, man, I did not want to have these string of injuries on the O-line because a good O-line has continuity, stays together for a long time, whatever. And obviously, we've seen that Greg Little should be our left tackle of the future, which you probably was going to be in the beginning. But the future is coming earlier than later. Greg Little has been playing better than Darrell Williams. And finally, we got a situation where Greg Little is starting, whatever, and Darrell Williams got kicked to right guard. But now we're in the same situation now where Greg Little's in the concussion protocol, and Darrell Williams is going to be on the left side. He's going to get beat like a drum like he's been doing all season. And Kyle Allen's going to be getting killed. And that's not a good thing for a backup quarterback. It's not a good thing for a starting quarterback. So Greg Little being healthy, we got to cross our fingers, man, because I think he's the most important injury that we have on the injury list besides Cam Newton and, Donte Jackson and stuff like that. But he's very important. You know what I'm saying? Him at left tackle dictates our whole offense. Mind you, when he became left tackle, we started running on the left side way more. You know what I'm saying? And Christian McCaffrey has been gaining a lot of yards on the left side just because he's at left tackle. He's a better run blocker than they said he was going to be, and he's a very good pass blocker. Greg Little is integral to what we need to do. And if he's out, the Jaguar game is not looking great. And the second thing I want to talk about is Chris Hogan got put on IR, which is horrible for us because I think Chris Hogan was building a nice rapport with Kyle Allen. Like, there was a few times where it was third down and Kyle Allen needed a catch, and Chris Hogan made it happen. Chris Hogan is not, you know what I'm saying, Jarius Wright is dominant too in the third down too, but Chris Hogan is not an every down receiver. You know what I'm saying? We got, you know, obviously Curtis Samuel, DJ Moore, Jarius Wright, you know what I'm saying, all that stuff. But he's good. He's a good catcher of the football. He may not be a blazing speed or whatever, but he does his job well. He comes from the Patriot system. They kind of, you know, work like that, and that's what he is, man. He in crunch time, he makes plays. You know what I'm saying? And I like that we had Chris Hogan. Now, mind you, do I think we should get a better receiver? Yes. But Chris Hogan was a good addition. You know what I'm saying? And now he's on IR. Even though he's designated to return later in the season, that's the second person on IR. We just put Kawann Short in IR, and he's out until next season. So we lost our best, arguably our best D tackle, and now we're losing another one of our receivers. And it's just, we're getting to a point where, like, we're getting decimated, man. We're getting decimated, man. So it's sad to see. I like Chris Hogan, whatever. Like I said, I think him and Kyle Allen were building a nice rapport together. He made some, you know, nice catches, and I'm happy that he's designated to return. But again, we don't know, you know what I'm saying? Like, obviously, I think Jarius Wright is a third down master. I think at third down, he's very reliable. But again, anything can happen, man. You need that depth. Depth matters, you know what I'm saying? That's the only reason why we can kind of deal with some of the injuries on the O-line, because of the depth. But now, those injuries are starting to pile up also. So, hopefully, Chris Hogan, you know, I think it might be 8 weeks, you know what I'm saying, where he has to be out, because that's how the IR works. But we'll see how that whole thing works out, man, because, man, Chris Hogan, I think he was a good addition. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he wouldn't be a flashy, you know, down the field, you know, catcher, but when it's crunch time and you need a third down, he's reliable hands that you can throw it to. And finally, the question I have to ask is, can the Carolina Panthers handle this injury bug? Because the injuries are piling up. They're getting more and more by the day. We had Donte Jackson out last game, and Trey Turner were out. Ross Cockrell came in, balled out, stepped up. That's a great addition. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, I'm happy about that, whatever. Obviously, hopefully Donte can come back, but I like that Ross Cockrell came in and played well. All right, we withstood that one. Trey Turner was out. We moved Darrell Williams to the right guard. He played well. You know what I'm saying? So we was able to withstand that. Now, you know, Kawann Short was out. We had Vernon Butler in. But now we got Kawann Short out. Vernon Butler's going to be starting now for the rest of the season because Kawann Short's gone. Chris Hogan, he's out. I think we signed, I think his name is Tyson Johnson or something like that. We signed him after the Kawann Short situation, I guess. You know what I'm saying? We had Greg Little out with concussion, for as far as I know. So we signed this dude Caleb, who's a left tackle, or who's an O-lineman, whatever, to kind of, you know, negate that. We got Donte Jackson still, you know, iffy. Eric Reed has an ankle situation. It's just so many injuries that are piling up. Cam Newton, his Liz Frank injury or whatever. All of these injuries are piling up for the Panthers. And this is the worst case scenario because, like I said, we have a good team. Injuries matter. You know what I'm saying? If we can keep our team together, if we keep our team whole, we have a good team. And now the injuries are starting to pile up and pile up and pile up and pile up. And next man up mentality is a good mentality. But at some point, how are we going to have a good team if all our good players are getting injured? You know what I'm saying? I don't think people want to stress this Greg Little injury, but this Greg Little injury is serious business. Brian Burns injured his wrist blocking a punt in Houston. So it's like there's so many injuries that are piling up. Now, mind you, you got nagging injuries that you can still play through. And I think Brian Burns can play through the wrist injury. I think Donte Jackson is going to be good from the groin. I think Eric Reed, his ankle going to be fine. You know what I'm saying? I think there's guys that are going to be able to play. But the main ones is the Kawann Short, the Chris Hogan, the Cam Newton, and the Greg Little. 3 offensive players. Greg Little obviously is the best left tackle we have on our team. Obviously, we've seen that through the Houston game and in the Arizona game. He's in concussion protocol. We don't know when he's going to get out of that. Cam Newton is obviously our quarterback who has Liz Frank situation. And Chris Hogan, yeah, he may not be the best receiver on our team, but he was a receiver that you can trust in clutch situations. These are crucial positions, man. These are guys that matter. You know what I'm saying? And again, do I think we'll keep on trucking? Of course. Do I think we'll still win games? Yes. But I just hope the injuries don't get to piling up because obviously Christian McCaffrey's getting a heavy workload. Maybe we need to start lessening his workload so he won't be getting injured. Because again, Christian is a baller. We all know that. But come on, man. You can't have him playing 98% of the snaps. That's way too much. That's a huge workload. Start getting these other guys involved so you can start taking off some pressure from Christian so he won't get injured. Because again, when you overwork a person, that's how injuries form up, man. Their body doesn't get time to heal, they don't get time to rest, and that's how injuries build up, man. So give Christian a break, man. Come on, like we got, like I understand we want to win games, but we got to be smart about it too. Because if we want to win games when it matters in the playoffs and the finals and Super Bowls, stuff like that, whatever, that's when it matters the most. Now, mind you, yes, we do have to get there. I agree, totally. But I'm not saying don't play Christian at all. I'm just saying instead of 98%, let him play like 80%, 75%. Give Reggie Bonifant and Jordan Scarlett an opportunity to kind of relieve him in certain situations. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know, man. These injury bug is ravaging our team. I think we'll still be able to hold up because obviously, you know, I just don't hope. I hope nothing happens to Kyle Allen and we have to go to Will Greer. This is like, you know what I'm saying? Especially because Greg Little's gone. I don't want him to get sacked in a weird way and then we got to go to our third string quarterback. I don't want that at all, but we'll see how this whole thing plays out. Hopefully we could just weather the storm, man. Just weather the storm until these guys get back. Well, that's it for me, guys. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share cool things like Facebook and Reddit and Instagram and Romo.com and Twitter and wherever else. And guys, get in the comment section, man. How do you feel about these injuries? You know what I'm saying? Obviously, I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys are upset. And who you think is the biggest loss that we have so far? I like Kawann Short. I like Chris Hogan, but I like, obviously, besides Cam Newton, because Cam Newton is obviously the biggest injury. But I think Greg Little is the biggest injury that we had, you know, recently, obviously. Because obviously Cam, we already know about him being gone. You know what I'm saying? Kawann Short is a big loss. But I think Greg Little is integral to both Cam Newton and Kyle Allen. And we need him back from the concussion protocol. That's ASAP. So definitely get in the comment section. Let me know who y'all think about that. And also, guys, this would be a good opportunity for the Carolina Panthers to try to get A.J. Green. Only reason why I'm saying that is because Bengals are 0-4, Panthers are 2-2. We just lost a receiver. Why not? I'm telling you, man, this strike with the iron's hot, man. It'll help out Kyle Allen, it'll help out Cam Newton, and it'll help out A.J. Green because he'll be on a contender. So definitely let me know about that in the comment section below. Check out the Spreadshirt account. Check out my Patreon page. Both of the links are in the description. Check out the NFL affiliate link. That link is also in the description below. Y'all already know, man. Cop some LCameraTV gear. Cop some Carolina Panther gear. Y'all already know, man. Also, check out my dog Renan Steen's videos. His channel is very funny, very entertaining. My man's almost about to get monetized, so definitely help my dog out. And we do a podcast together. It's very entertaining that you guys would really like. It's going to be at the very end of my video in the end screen. Definitely check it out and show us some love. You already know what it is, man. Share with all your Panther fans, anybody Panther related, anybody football related. Let them know LCameraTV's rock with Panther Nation. Panther Nation rock with LCameraTV. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for showing love, man. Thank y'all for always commenting. Thank y'all for showing love, bro. I love reading y'all comments. Even when we disagree, I love reading y'all comments, man. You guys, you know what I'm saying, are very insightful. You know what I'm saying? You help me out. You know what I'm saying? Because some of you guys actually, you know what I'm saying, and especially when I hear you guys say, you know, great analysis, thank you, whatever, stuff like that, it's really, it makes me happy. So thank y'all for always tuning in, and thank y'all for always showing your boy love, man. LCameraTV for life. Y'all already know what it is, man. And I'm going to see y'all next time. Peace.